What you looking for? I know what you're looking for. Hey, yup, it's your man, EddyEd the Duke.
Hey, what's up, folks? It's D for Dialogue, and I am in the building, so please, thank
Oh
you,
my
thank you.
Hey man, welcome back to season 2, episode 15. Actually, not
Number
welcome back,
15.
but welcome
Yeah.
to episode 15, season 2, man. We're Holy Dual Podcast. If you're just not tuning in, we have a bunch of content on YouTube. And if you're listening on audio platforms, check us out there. We have a lot of episodes there. For those who listen on audio platform, go to YouTube. Check us out. 4K, crispy video, and HD audio, man. Links down below to our socials, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. If you want to donate to the channel, we will also have the link below. And let's get started with the show. As we customarily do, man, we have our Holy and Demonic Moments HD, as we say. D, hit us with your HD moments, man.
Before I get started, we're gonna have timestamps below for them to navigate and skip whatever they want to skip. But I wrote something down for demonic moment. Let's see. I think we're gonna probably have this be a topic one day so we can expound on it, but I've heard this statement over and over and over again, and it was a demonic moment for me because I realized something. A lot of people say, men are biologically inclined to spread their seed or whatever it is, and all of this stuff, biology, this, evolution, that. And I sat back for a second and I was like, this is way too easy of an explanation. Why does it have to be so simple? And also, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I was like, what? That's crazy. So that was a demonic moment for me because I caught on to it. Someone said it and I was like, oh, wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. So we could probably make that a topic one day.
Yeah, because I've heard that somewhere too, where they're like, yeah, that's why, we tend to go to multiple women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just out of that. That's just not really controlling yourself. That's pretty
Right.
much what it is. But I don't know about what they try to make it. Talking about some spread your seed, whatever. But yeah, that'll be an interesting one to talk about.
It would be. I think it's their easy way of explaining something that they haven't really thought deeply about. But anyway, another demonic moment was we were watching Wife Swap. Have you ever seen that show before, Wife Swap?
Wife swap?
Wife Swap.
No, but that obviously sounds like a terrible idea. What you want anybody touching your wife for, and what you want to touch another wife for, man?
Yeah,
For
2
what?
weeks.
For two, and they in the bed together and everything?
I think they're in the bed together, but I don't know if they sleep. I don't think they sleep together, like, intercourse and stuff.
Well, I'm not saying even that, but sleeping in the same bed. What if they cuddle? That's putting your jaw on somebody else's cheeks.
But usually what happens is they put a complete opposite wife with the. So one family, right? They had their house was trash. Like they had 25 pets, bro. 25 literally. And there was poop on the ground in their house.
Bro, you gotta
Like,
get chill with that.
Cats
That is
with dookie on their house, right?
Oh
in their
my
house.
goodness.
And they have a little 2-year-old girl that's running around the house with dookie everywhere. It's
What?
like, what?
Huh?
So they swap her, that wife, with a wife who is OCD that cleans her house 5 hours a day.
My goodness.
You see what I
bro.
mean? So she's not gonna want to cuddle with no husband that be letting dookie around their house like that. But we watched this one episode and it was of a lady.
She still
and
might be a freak
husband.
though. But go ahead.
Hey, yeah, who knows, right? It is still very dangerous. I wouldn't let my wife
Still
do that.
very dangerous. I might die.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So this dude, right? Him and his wife, they had a party one day, and this girl came there, and she drank too much, and she had to stay there. And she said, I'm pretty much living here now. So there's like this 21-year-old girl who's staying with this husband and wife, and she's in a relationship with the wife.
Huh?
Yeah, but I guess the husband still gets what he wants from her. And I'm like, hold up. why does this make sense? And the other wife came in and she was like, you got to leave this house, man. What you doing with your life with these people? Like, you're
What
not going to do anything here. Yeah. And she was all emotional. I don't want to leave this house. Oh, this is my family. Freak you talking about?
What
man?
are you talking about?
What?
What?
And then
America, this is outrageous, bro. What is happening?
And then the wife had adopted this young girl who was a little kid, right? But she was like 13 or 14. And this girl, she's already dressing kind of manly, and it's like she sees the mom with this other girl, but then with the husband, and she's like, their relationship is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Like, she was getting mad at the woman questioning her, like, do you see anything that might not be right here? So that was a demonic moment because I was like,
that is demonic out here, bro.
Dang, man.
Huh?
A stable home, huh? Anyway, that was my week, bro. How was your week, man?
Man, you destroyed me, man. Just now. What week? I just got reinstated into this freak.
You got reprogrammed, man.
Reprogrammed. That is out. My vision is blurry right now. But demonic moment, man. My car is acting funny, but then also I went to breakfast this morning at a restaurant. I'm not gonna say the restaurant name just in case I go there again because they got some good stuff that I enjoy. When I go there. So I'm not gonna say nothing bad just in case, but I go there this morning. I get I get a meal, and kind of like toward the ending of my meal, it was a hair in it, a blonde piece of hair. So, got hold of the waitress or the waiter, showed him the hair, and he was like, "Oh, you know what? You want us to remake it for you?" Blah blah. And I was like, "Okay, yeah, boom." But I didn't want to wait for that long, so so I ended up telling him, "Oh, just take it off the check," and then he said, "Okay, yeah, we can take it off the check for you." He came back with a gift card, whatever. But basically, I got a free meal because I ate majority of the meal. But then it was demonic because I found the hair, so I didn't pay nothing. So that was holy, but it was demonic because there's hair in it. So that's a little nasty. I'm not totally disgusted like most people when I see hairs, but it is nasty. But I don't get as disgusted as I think most people do. A lot of people really get nauseous and stuff. I don't get that like nauseous, unless if I know it's like, I know this is kind of graphic, but unless if it's like a hair from the crotch area, the gooch hair.
How would you know?
That's what I'm saying. Unless if I knew like that, then I'd be like, oh yeah, that's sick. But if it's hair off top of the head, I'm not as disgusted. It is gross, but anyway, that's demonic. A holy moment, man. Weekend, bro. I've been really wanting to do or get to the weekends lately. So
yeah,
I get the rest, and I'm looking forward to 4th of July weekend.
The weekends hit different now, man. I don't know what it is, but the weekends just hit different, bro.
Yep. So
what do you call it? Yeah, can you I thought about something while you were saying that demonic moment. I can't imagine how many times we've gone out to eat and at the last minute the cook or something sees hair in the food and just takes it out and still serves it to us.
You saw it?
No. I'm saying, like, can you think about like that being a thing? Like, how many times has this actually happened?
That's a good question, man. It probably happened a lot, more than we ever know, more than you ever know. What is it that I felt? Never. But yeah, those are the HD moments, man, guys. If you guys have HD moments, drop it down in the comments below, or if you listen on the audio platform, comment that down as well. Let's hop straight into our podcast episode. If you're not familiar with our podcast, listen on in. Maybe bring a twin. Maybe bring a fin. Can you swim?
Hey.
You was like, Hey man, so Let's see what you got for us, D man. What you want to talk about, man?
All
What you
right.
want?
My question I want to pose to you this day today is: would you let your kids date in high school? Would you, if you had a girl, let some dookie duke, touch up on her, hug her, you know?
Well, see, now we're talking about a girl because we all know, right? It's different for boys and girls. We just let's just put that out there. It's different. It's gonna be different. That's how it is. It's gonna be different, on how we handle them individually. So for the girl specifically, you already know that's raps. You know.
What do you mean?
So here's where I want to go with this question as well. Oh, let me check to make sure nothing happened to this audio. So here's where I want to go. I want to go looking into how things play out now, and how society is now, and then how society was back then, right?
Mm.
Just on a couple things. Just so now we know it's a whole bunch of different peoples. We'll say a lot of different. I'm this. I'm not this, but I'm that. I'm that and not this, and so there's a lot of
Okay.
confusion. I would say going on now versus back then. So so that changes for both sides, both boy and girls. What I let them date now, versus back then. So let's start with the girl. The girl, I'm not comfortable with letting my daughter date in high school for a couple reasons. Obviously, the ones that you name are good reasons. Get sexually active fast. That's not gonna be a good situation. You know, you know,
Mm-hmm.
stuff happen, and all of a sudden, baby's coming. We don't need that. We need to have established fields there first, and then so on and so forth. And you know, you should be focused. I feel like you should be focused on building yourself, into the person that you should become. Figure yourself out, and do that development. Um, both on both sides. Really, that should be there on both sides. But as far as the physical dangers, I think the physical dangers are apparent. STDs, the girl getting pregnant, so on and so forth. So those are the basis of why I wouldn't want both of them to date, because diseases getting mixed in, and then doing just really being in a situation where it doesn't profit you anything. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
the difference, I want to make verse then and now, and between the boy and the girl, is the difference. Then and now, for the girl, is that now is a lot more confusion going on for both actually. But then back then, I feel like there's more respect back then. You know,
What's
for
back then?
so back then we'll look at the 1990s era.
Okay.
1990s era. Back then, I feel like there's more respect in how they handled each other back then. How they handled, women versus now, and because now it's like hectic. Now, you know, it's it's just bizarre. And I think both eras wanted the same thing. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
because it's natural. But I think it was more classier back then. Now it's just like, it's just more blatantly, give me this for that. I think, I might be wrong here, but that's how it looks to me. Is that at least back then I feel like they had more class than now, because now it's just weirder. And so for the guy back then, if we're in that area, I'll be more accepting, or more willing, I should say, letting him start the date probably like in late high school, junior, senior. You know what I'm saying? When he's about to go to college, so that he can, I guess, um, kind of become because he's gonna go off on his own, right? So
Mm.
I want him to start, seeing at least what he. So he's gonna be learning what he needs to look for in a woman from his, his parents and his, dad, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I guess I want him to get some experience on, what's out there in conversation, right? So see, like, what I'm not saying is date around. I'm not saying I want him to date around, but I'm saying if he finds a good one, okay, bring her and let's evaluate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's I'm more willing to do that, but with the girl, I gotta be more careful. It's more complex than that because she needs to be protected in a different way. Um,
Yeah.
so that's how I look at it back then. Now I'm scared for both because now it's a lot of he's and that's. I'm not this. I'm this. He, hers, her, she's, her, she kisses. I don't know what's who's who and what, I'm saying. So now it's
Mm-hmm.
like much more like much more things to think about. It's a lot more complexity in who is the person for real. Where did they come from? Because the family in both eras are important first of all, but it just gets weirder in this day and age. It's like it's really hard to find good ones. So I'll be very nervous for them to date in high school at all because there's just so many people around that you don't know where they come from, and so it's just a melting pot of disaster. You know, when you think about it, and of course, when they go to the college, which is a bigger pool, they have to do a lot more due diligence and their search finding. But at least then, when they're on their own type of thing, now they're more, they have to make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? So more high school, they're more in your hands versus college. They're kind of, you're not always around, so they're kind of out of your hands. You have a certain amount of control versus high school. So at that point it's different. So that's kind of my thought process. Because now it's just, man, now in this era, I wouldn't want them to date. If they find somebody that they like, they're gonna be friends. I would want them to, you know, keep it on that friend level, and so on and so forth. But how that's gonna play out, I don't know. But if at all, if they find somebody, and let's say I know their family, and we met their family, so it makes sense. But we're gonna keep it nice and cordial right there, until they're at a field where, okay, you guys make your own decisions now, and not saying do something stupid or accept or I want you to do something stupid, but at least I've set you off for success, you know. But yeah, that's my thought process. What about you? What are you thinking?
Wow. This topic is about to go a lot longer than I thought. I just wrote down so many questions from what you were saying. You hit a lot of good points. So first of all, you mentioned that you would want them to be friends with someone they like. What did you mean by that?
Somebody that you see interest in, and let's go back. Let's make a foundational point here about them knowing what to look for. You see what I'm saying? So we're talking
Okay.
about them finding somebody that makes sense, that is good for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they know, okay, the qualities in this person is what I would need and want. You see what I'm saying? Like for that lifelong partner. So that from that perspective, that's what I mean. You know what I mean?
Some time ago, we did a podcast, and I think you created a clip from it that talked about objectively looking at someone without involving the feelings and emotions and the love and the connection and that stuff. And I was saying a bunch of stuff. I was listing some things off, and I think you were pushing back a little bit with, these things are there, but what if you don't? What if you don't like them? That kind. What if you're not
Oh
attracted
yeah, I
to
remember
them?
that.
You
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that? Right.
yeah.
Right. So is that what you mean when you talk about, you know, what they know is good for them? Are you talking about those objective standards? Because they may like someone, but it may not be what's good for them, but they may want the
Exactly.
person.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, so the assumption is that they like the person, how they look physically, but what they are looking for is what they really need and want. So 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 we're so the so we're past. So I said that of I said what I said, looking past the physical part. Cause let's say the physical part is there, right? And
Mm.
they're understanding the type of person they want, or what the characteristics they want in a person. So that's what um they would search for. You know, of course, being attracted to the person, so on and so forth. But yeah, those things are what I'm talking about.
Usually, more often than not. I mean, I know you did some sniping to get where you're at now, but usually more than not, the girl that you're so physically attracted to, or the guy that you're so physically attracted to, usually doesn't have the qualities that you need. Usually don't. They usually don't, especially if you're talking about Christian-like qualities that helps a man to be a gentleman for a reason above just wanting to be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think with that, I think some won't, and I say that because I say some instead of usually, because even the ones that do, then you have the other side of it where it's like they're too spiritual. You ever met a girl
Mm, yeah,
that you
yeah, yeah,
thought,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. We
yeah,
even
like
just
you,
talked about that.
uh huh,
Christian girls with high standards. You remember that?
yeah, yeah, we did, and so I find that there's that extreme on that side. So I think there are some, but there is this one side where it's like, okay, yeah, she's doing too much. Like she's expecting me to be something that I'm definitely not gonna be able to achieve. So
Yeah.
that's why I say some. 'Cause I think there's some out there that you'll find, but it might not be uh, normal normal levels. They might not be levels. Yeah, it
Right.
might be different levels. So
Which episode was that, by the way? I want to lay that out for the people so they can go back and watch that. I think that was what, episode 6 or something like that? Cool. So I think I remembered. I looked it up and I remembered this is episode 6 that we talked about high Christian standards in general. Not even Christian standards, but just high standards. I would recommend for you guys to go back and watch this. Pause this video if you can, but if not, finish this and then go watch episode 6. But we talk about that. We go pretty deep into it. How standards can basically ruin your chances of being in a good relationship. But anyway, that's episode 6 of season 2. So another question I had for you when you were talking about this is it in your mind to meet the parents of your child's potential pursuer or pursuee? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I think it's become more. Um, I think um, from how it in my mind, yes, because we need to know what we're getting into. I think that's very, and then what type of situation or position whoever my kid wants to marry is coming from. So that we can get an understanding of it, good, bad, what the deal is, so we can give good good notes on what we really think.
How
Because
early?
how early? As early as possible. Depending. Also, this also depends. Like, let's say if it's like kind of like high school or college. Realistically, it might be easier to do it earlier if it's the high school stage than college, because probably your son or daughter won't let you know that early that they're seeing someone. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on when they kind of tell you at that point. But early as possible, to get familiar with each other, I think is gonna be good.
Now, you just mentioned they won't let you know they're seeing someone. That seems to be the case today. That seems to be the case where they meet someone and they kind of build that relationship there, that romantic type thing there, and then they tell the parents. How do you feel about that?
Um, I don't know. Um,
Because if your parents or your family is supposed to be that objective filter for you and this other person, why not much earlier on introduce this person to your family to allow your family to help you filter out if you should even invest more time into this relationship?
yeah, yeah. I mean that makes sense, but that's how it transpires. Sometimes, or a lot of times with individuals that they and see probably the reason why is probably because they know probably the person. They're probably be embarrassed to introduce the person, or or they might be trying to fix the person in a certain way before they show their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like there could be those type of reasons there, like, oh, they don't feel ready yet because the person is not like what their parents would like. So they probably try to might so they may try to kind of teach them how to act around their parents.
Haha.
You see what I'm saying? So that they could look the part, of what their parents would accept, so on and so forth. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, if my kid is actually doing that, then that's on them. Because I would just let him know, hey, I'm here to help you filter out these people so you can get married, start building your family, start building your wealth, be protected from these outside influences. So if you're doing this thing where you're helping the other person look good in front of me, to where that is not their character, I'd be like, that's on you. That is purely on you. I can't control you, but I can help you pick. So if you're gonna do that, that's on you.
Yeah, but before you get to your next question, going back to the original question,
Yeah.
what would you do, or like would you let your kids date, in high school?
Okay, so the original question, because I still have a bunch of questions, but
Yeah.
the original, would I let my kids date in high school? Um, I mean, this is going down the rabbit hole. First of all, I don't really believe in dating.
Mm.
I'm gonna just put that out there. By the way, we're just two guys having a conversation. These are just our thoughts. You guys are just in on our conversation. 4K HD YouTube. Come see us. So don't come at us, but we're just spitballing our mind, our ideas out there. If you find some gems in it, take it. If you don't, go ahead, stick around and laugh at us.
Yeah, and to clarify my side of things too.
Nah,
It's
you don't get to go
it's
back and
it's
clarify. Nah.
always for the purpose of getting married. So that's
Right.
the whole thing of getting to know somebody and stuff like that. That's the mind frame that I was in. So just to let everybody know where we kind of shoot
Mm-hmm.
for our target. That's where we're shooting.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean by I don't really believe in dating because
You just
if
reminded me
you
to
okay,
clarify.
yeah, don't. Oh, okay. If you're dating, I'm telling you, there are people who out there who are so good at dating, man. They will date you. They will be the right girlfriend or boyfriend. They will meet your family, impress everyone, and then you bring the question, hey, have you thought about marriage? Marriage. I think we're good where we're at.
Nah, we're just having fun. We're
We're
just
just
having
doing
fun.
us. Right.
Yeah.
We
We have a
watched a
good thing
movie.
going. We have a
Yeah.
great thing going. Why we come on.
Preach, brother. Preach. Preach. We watched a movie a couple weeks ago where the dude and the girl, they were dating since high school, bro. Over a decade of dating.
That's
Over a
too
decade.
much, bro. Why you need to
Over a
date that
decade.
long for, bro?
You know what happened?
What
They
happened?
went out because her sister was getting married. They went out to go get some food. He was into her, like he was feeling her. They walk out to the car. So what do you think about us getting married? Bleh. She threw up, bro. She didn't give him an answer. She threw up, literally. She threw up. They go to this wedding, pretend they're still together or whatnot, and they're not together though. He goes and they're doing the bachelor stuff. They're having fun, weekend getaway for a wedding, and he ends up kind of hooking up with the girl. They didn't do the do, but they were kissing and stuff like that. They come back together because they're staying in the same cabin, pretending they're together. They're staying in the same cabin. And he's like, what'd you do with her? And he's like, oh, I didn't do the thing with her. We just kind of hooked up a little bit. And she's like, propose to me again. Propose to me again. I propose to me.
That's
so he does.
Stupid, bro.
Hold up. He does, and she says yes. A day later, everyone finds out they broke up. And, they go back to the room, and he's like, yeah, I want the family with you. I want the kids with you. I want the house with you. I want the life with you. And she freezes. And he's like, you want that too, right? And she's like, she doesn't say anything. And he just leaves because she still doesn't want to get married. She said, we are good exactly where we're at. Why would you want to ruin a good thing? Why do you want to bring marriage into this? That is the epitome of the dating culture. Dating isn't real. You're dating. Bro, we got people dating for 15 years with 3 kids.
Basically, you're a loose goose. You don't belong to nobody. You being tossed and thrown like a piece of meat.
So, hey, to be honest though, frankly speaking, some people look at marriage as just a certificate.
And so it's yeah, that's true.
If it's not that serious, then just sign the certificate, get it over with.
Yeah, man. But it's just so crazy because it's much more deeper and much more things. But we don't got to get into all that. But it's just crazy how people think about it, like it not being as important. Because the main scare that I hear is because the money. That's the main scare. That's if you think about it, everybody's scared to get married because they're scared that the money is gonna be thrown, which blah blah blah, or they can't get married without doing the whatever. It's the money they're scared about. But anyway.
Yeah, and that's true too, because imagine if he hadn't said all these things to the girl about the family, the kids, blah blah, and they just got married. He would be kind of ruined because she wouldn't want any of that stuff to begin with. So you have to ask these objective questions, is which we talked about. Go see episode 6, man. You have to ask those objective questions. So yeah, I don't believe in dating. So would I let my kids date in high school? Not in the way that we think about it. I would ask them to be objective about the people that they're interested in, and ask them a list of questions. See where they're at. Not interview them, but be cool with them. Ask them questions. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? All of those things. Have a Christian background, because you don't want to be tied to someone who doesn't have the same belief system as you. Now, moving on to the other questions that I had for you. Would you let your girl or your daughter move out your house?
Wait, so just to get your answer, you said you won't let them date?
No, not in the normal way.
Not in the normal way.
My advice, I can't stop them from dating. If they're dating behind my back, what can I do?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would highly recommend for them to not date and to be objective about the person, the person who they want to marry, right? Gotcha. You want to marry this type of girl, make sure you ask this girl that you're interested in these questions. And if she doesn't fit that picture, you got to move on.
Okay. All right.
Would you let your daughter move out the house?
Do I let my daughter move out the house? This day and age is very scary. Wait, what's that got to do with dating? Or you just random question?
Because you mentioned something earlier.
Well, actually, that is a good question, but it just sounds like a different question. But gotcha. Okay, man, that one, man, that one is that's like a off the top no, but the considerations would be, what kind of scholarships does she have? Like if she has but then again it's like, but then it's like, am I prohibiting something that could be good? So naturally I'll say no. But if I think about maybe potential things she can achieve or accomplish for her, for her education, I would
Mm.
I would have to, you know, make weigh that option. Like
Mm-hmm.
scholarship for like a high educational purpose. Like this is a good position for her to be in because it's a lot of opportunities. I don't think I'll stop that because that wouldn't. I don't know if I could be able to do that, stopping her from growing and getting to stages. But then there's the question of is education the most important thing? This, that, and the third, and that's a different discussion. But I'm just off the riff, off the top of my head. It's no, but I would weigh it if there's some good things in the works for her to move out. It depends on the situation.
Yeah. At that point, if your daughter is, and how I would answer that question too is naturally no, uh, because for one, that's how you end up hooking up with people. When you're away from your objective filter being your family, that's how you end up doing things that you normally wouldn't do around them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that opens up a whole world of opportunities that they do not need. To be honest with you, a lot of people today will say that, oh, you got to go and explore. But do you really have to? Do you really have to go out in the forest at night and explore?
Look,
Of
man,
course.
this ain't Dora the Explorer, bro. You ain't gonna be out there. Oh, where are the fine men out? No, we ain't playing that
Right.
game. Well, y'all
Exactly.
know where to go. This ain't Dora the Explorer. Don't explore nothing because it's gonna be snakes and wolves up in there,
Hey, snakes in the
and
grass,
you don't
man.
gotta taste it to know what a wolf in this. Hold on, you don't gotta go there to see this. It's really wolves and snakes. It's there. You don't go to
Yep.
the jungle and be like, oh, is there dangerous animals or insects here? Yes, with this,
Yes, there
it's
is.
historical evidence and data that is still showing to this day
Yep.
that those things are there. You don't gotta go taste it or get poked by a needle to know that that was a poison. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
we're telling you what is actually there and it's there. Even the building
Right.
is still there. The building, why is the building there then? If
Yeah.
it's like people like that go to that building.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yes,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure hopefully our kids will realize that a lot of people, almost everyone dates, but not everyone stays married. So therefore, dating doesn't equal marriage. It doesn't mean a long lasting marriage. Um, I saw you were talking about everyone is talking about this today or that today. I'm not saying anything about this community, but I saw a Snapchat yesterday on some trans celebrities,
hmm
and I was like, hold on 1 second. There were some of them that actually looked like they were women,
bro.
and
Yeah,
it
bro.
was it was
Gary.
it was like I was shocked.
Yeah, bro. I know a couple names, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
I'll probably tell you at the
I
podcast,
was.
but I'm not gonna say online.
Yeah. So I was like, dang, it is really real. Because someone said to me some
Real,
years ago,
bro.
like, you don't know if the person you're with used to be a different person.
Bro, and it's just worse today. It's like out here today. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm like. Yeah, if it was back then, but then here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
I didn't believe it until I saw that Snapchat yesterday. I was like,
yo,
whoa.
oh, yo, man.
Anyway, so yeah, you hit that on the head. Like, kids are gonna have to be looking out for that.
It's gonna be harder, bro. It's harder. It's getting, bro. It's getting
Yeah.
tougher and tougher to find good, to find certain people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
It's getting
So
real hard.
so with the original question then, is since we wouldn't want our kids to do the normal kind of dating, how would you explain that to them? How would you explain to them not to do that?
Man, not to date too early
Not to
or
date
what?
the way everyone not to date the way everyone is dating.
Well, I mean, going back to our roots, right? Our biblical foundation. They would have to understand those principles, man. Understanding those principles is everything that you would need to filter. You know,
Hmm.
that's really the ground. That's where you have to that's where we have to be at, because if you don't understand those things, the world is gonna tell you a whole bunch of confusing stuff. You won't know what to know. You won't know where to go, because it's all about feelings. It's all about what you feel in the moment, and acceptance. This, that, and the third. So, by that means, you have no foundation of where to hold on to, because everything matters. You know what I'm saying? Everything is fluid, flexible, and whatever. So it's no rules. There are no
Yeah.
principles. It's what you want it to be. Is what it is. You know how
Yeah.
you feel today is how you should, uh, represent yourself, and people should accept how you feel. And so with that, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna be successful, I don't think. But with the principles, with having principles, and from my perspective, the biblical foundation, that's what you would need, and that's where you would ultimately have to filter, you know, the dating or the looking for a spouse, um, lens. That's the lens. That's the best lens, in my opinion, to look through in order to find the person that you, would be with for the rest of your days.
Yeah, that's true. The feelings thing, like you said, bro. I mean, this is a whole nother kind of conversation that we could have on another one. We could name this part two of
Bro.
Would You Let Your Kids Date in High School,
Bro,
right?
and bro, I'm not gonna lie. We gotta remember to actually write it down, because there's other podcasts where we say we're gonna talk about something, but we forget about it.
Yeah,
So
I know, I know. All
so
right.
so definitely let's jot these down. It's like to add it inside the notes or something.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. But I think we're out of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're out of
man.
time on this topic. So I wrote some stuff down. We'll think about it and we'll bring it
Yeah.
up next time.
Yeah, we extended it. But moving on, man, to a lighter, I guess, topic. Or this not even, man, this one is not even light either. But, to switch gears here, we all know that getting paid is fun. And getting paid makes you relax and feel happy. You know what I mean? Who isn't
Uh huh.
happy on payday? I don't know who's not happy on payday. Unless if they know they're getting half of their money taken away. I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even the money that's being taken away from taxes right now is demonic.
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
happy about that, but shoot, I'm still happy to get paid. But looking at how we manage things, and how we you know use what we have, and keep what we have. Looking at money, uh, what is being a good steward of your money? Because like I said, there's things that we have in our possession now, which we maintain and we steward. So what is, for example, your car? You wash your car, you clean your car, you put gas in your car, you maintain it, you steward it well. In those, in that aspect, what is a good steward of money? What is being a good steward of your money?
Sometimes it can look like you're a cheap person. There are girls out there that will say, "Oh, you're too cheap." I'm like, "What do you want me to do? You want me to spend my all my money on
bro
stuff that I don't need?"
bro people, just a quick comment, people love spending their check.
Yeah.
Most of the check is gone, bro. I don't get the mindset on when people get checked. Like, people get checked to, like, when some people get checks, that means they have money to spend. Like
Exactly.
like they don't think about nothing else but spending it.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead with your point. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Money is there to be spent, but how you spend it is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I agree with you that in order to people get their checks and they spend the money, and I think culture is a big influence of that. Culture is a huge influence. You get your money, you throw a party for you and your friends.
Club bottles, bop bop.
Yeah. Yeah, have some beer, hey guys, come over, hang out, buy a whole bunch of food. You get your money, buy some shoes, some Jordans are out, got to get those Jordans. You got some broke people out here with the best shoes collection, man.
Best shoe collection, bro.
Best shoes collection. I'm like, how do you
Crispy,
do that? Right?
cleaning, look brand new, plastic on it, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
But your rent is bouncing, bro.
Right. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You got people that have fresh haircuts every single
Every
week.
week, babe, doggy.
Man, and it's like a haircut nowadays? At least 20,
Bro.
25.
Bro, my barber went up on his prices. It was $20
Dang.
for a edge and a beard trim, bro. A lineup and a beard trim, $20. It's double that today, bro.
Insane. That's insane.
Double it, bro.
How?
Bro. Inflation is hitting us crazy, but so I haven't gone to him in a while.
But you can learn how to trim up your beard at least decent. It doesn't have to be as professional as him, but decent. Just line it up real quick. So yeah, you have the haircuts, you have the shirt people, being a good steward of your money. The way I see it is to only buy the things that you need: your food, your gas, and then your bills, and that's it. That's literally it. He will tell you. He will be. You didn't visit me the first time your mom came here, but my place was empty.
Nah, he didn't have no furniture, bro.
No furniture. I ain't give a crap. I don't care, bro. Come on.
No furniture, but he did have a TV and stuff, but just no like living room furniture, bro.
You dang straight.
You sitting on a single chair, bro.
A single. It goes everywhere in the house.
It goes everywhere in the house.
Everywhere.
Yo,
I'm going to the living room. Let me fold up my chair and take it with me.
Yo, hey, but shoot, other than laying down comfortably, what else did you really need a couch for?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot,
Yeah.
save that money and use it for something that you really need.
Exactly. At that time, was planning a wedding.
At that time.
You know what I mean?
Yo, son. Yo, hey, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. There was a lot the money was going towards. So, of course, I don't need furniture. Of course, I don't need a super nice work desk. This one, everything that I had was from everything that I had built up from my college life. My TV was from college. The foldable chair was at my mom's place. I just brought it here.
I still got my TV. I still got my college TV.
See? My
It's
bed.
not broken, you know?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
My bed without a bed frame, I laid it on the ground and slept. Oh no, my bed doesn't have a bed frame. But man, being a good steward of your money sometimes looks funny to other people, but when you know that you want your money to be piling up somewhere, you don't do what everyone else does. Because generally speaking, what everyone else does isn't according to your plan. So being a good steward of your money is honestly the first phase is to be able to save up. If you're able to just take chunks of your paycheck and put it somewhere else and just let it be and not touch it, you may be tempted, but just leave it alone. That gives you a good sense of being a good steward of your money, because now you're not just taking it out and spending it. You're able to put it down and potentially save it for something that may come up. And when you're not actually using your money for things that aren't essential to your life, such as food, gas, and your bills, you're good. You're a good steward of your money. Some people may get in the mindset of always saving, though. I don't think that's a good steward of your money, because you have to put that money into something, whatever it is, something,
Yeah, because, like we were talking about, like doing investments, there's ways to make your money work for you or grow, stuff like that. So just saving might not be the best way to steward it. It's one of the ways, but like growing your money, doing things to multiply and just make things flow. That's also another good thing. But I wanted to ask you a question about like giving an example of when you get paid, right? How do you organize your money? What are the things? how do you divide it, right? Is like because you know how like some people get their paycheck, right, and immediately
Mm-hmm.
they're thinking about what they're gonna spend it on and not save. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So they think about, okay, I'm gonna get my check, I'm gonna spend it on this, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna buy that, and then they think about saving. What is your process when you get paid?
Before I got married or after?
Um, should give us both.
Before I got married, what I thought about spending my money on was
So
my
so
rent.
so. s- Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, my rent, the food that I would be buying that week, and the rest would be going in my savings. That's it. That's literally it, bro. After I got married, we budget out our food a couple weeks ahead, so we have a specific amount we want to spend on food. So we take that cash out, and we have it on hand. So once that cash runs out, you know you're out of food money. So we budget our food money, our bills, and then we plan for anything that could come up. We put a little bit aside for that, and then the rest goes in our
Mm.
savings. And that's pretty much all we do. That's all we do. Gas is also part of it. But before I got married, the car that I had, I filled it up once every 2 3 weeks because we weren't going to work. So the car would just be sitting out there, not doing anything. I wouldn't be doing so. Gas wasn't really a big deal. But now,
You was
you know what I'm
rich.
saying? No, no. Now there's inflation. So if you go to, you gotta double up your gas money. What you talking about? I'm rich.
But not back then when you weren't using it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you was rich on gas. Gas
Oh
was,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, gas was good. You weren't worried about that.
yeah. But yeah, bro, the essentials of living is all that I ever planned with my money, and then the rest just goes in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
The rest just goes straight into the bank, bro. I don't think a lot of people think like that. Like, oh, I have to get my hair done this weekend. I have to get my nails done. I have to buy makeup. I'm almost out. What? What do you mean you're almost out of makeup? Should you even really be thinking about makeup like that? Unless
Yeah,
you're making
it's
a lot of
makeup.
money.
Is makeup going? Make sure you eat. Is makeup going? Hey, some people makeup do make sure they eat because that's what they use for work. But besides that, if you ain't using it for like
I
what you need it for, like or is it going to help you stay functional?
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
had
mean,
something to ask me
um,
when I first started,
dang, I can't remember.
cause I started off with before I got married.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna make sure like kind of give us like when you get the check, how you divide it up, and you kind of gave
Oh,
us how
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
divided.
Yeah, we have a little spreadsheet now. We have a little spreadsheet, but before I didn't need anything. So I spend the money on rent, I spend the money on food, and then I literally just put it in my bank.
Yeah, that's interesting because I know there's some people out there that's like, oh, rent isn't due to the end of the month, so I'll wait to pay my rent with the check that I'm gonna get toward the end of the month. To me, I don't think that's a good idea. Only because
Nah.
we know things come up, and it's just I'm a pre-planner. I like to plan before things get to where I need to have something there. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Like I
right.
like to be prepared, you know, for rent, for this,
Mm-hmm.
for that. I like to start chipping away. So what I do, I'm gonna give you my plan. I start every check. I always take a certain amount out for rent. So by the time
Yep.
rent comes, I have more than enough, and then
Mm-hmm.
it bleeds over to the next month. And so I'm
Exactly.
like I'm stacking up in a way where I'm now like in like 2 3 months of rent money saved that I don't have to even worry about, that I'm still stacking up on because it's a gradual thing, and because I cut it from every check that I get. And so when the end of the month does come, I don't gotta gather stuff or try to pull money and then have to sacrifice, oh snap, my car, it's been some, now I gotta wait longer because I waited to the last check and rent is due and I need that money for rent. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I cut, I take out money for the rent, you know, check by check. Um, it's food money, which includes gas. Gas is just like, whatever fills up the tank. It's no specific amount. Cause
Yep.
I don't drive often. But yeah, that's accounted for. And then I have a whole bunch of things that I like saving. Now your man is working on a lot of good things. For the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to be cuffed up as well. So there's
Yeah, he
some
going straight to jail.
so
Yeah.
so there's some things I put money to the side for as well. In that regard. But other than that, man, it's always rent, saving. Oh yeah, and also my savings. I cut a certain amount for savings as well. I have a set amount that I take out for savings, cause that keeps me on track. You know, when I add up how much I save in the month, so I do that, and then the whatever I kind of so basically, the rent and the savings are cut out first, and then I put the money to where the stuff I'm saving for to the side as well. Like I cut it up for those specific things. So
You know what's interesting? Us talking about this, it sounds like a little game we're playing with the money. I get a little money. Oh, I put some here, I put some here, and I pay some. It's like it doesn't sound that serious. And I will have to say, the seriousness I have about money, I learned from a game that I used to play. In the game, I was never able to make money. I struggled to make over 1,000,000 coins in that game. I was like, how do people do this? How do they
dang,
do this?
hold on, what's this game? I'm up for the challenge.
Huh? Oh, you can't play it now, man. You're not allowed to. It's my game.
Huh?
I can't.
Hey,
Tell
y'all
you.
see how he
Yeah,
being stingy, dog?
Nah,
See,
man.
see,
Go ahead.
he's Jacob from fifth grade. Like Jacob never shared his toys
My
or.
mommy doesn't want me to.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jacob, man. Hey, let me see that go kart, dog. Let me see that toy go kart. Let me play with it, dog. Don't be over here stingy. Let me. How'd you solve that math problem? Help me out. Like this is Jacob from fifth grade.
Jacob from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
No wonder he always wear khakis.
Yeah. So this game, right? It ingrained in my head that in order to make money, you have to not spend money. And my problem in the game was I always wanted money to get the next best thing that I needed in order to progress, to move forward, get the best armor, get the best items. And when that happens, you become a spender and you actually never end up having a bunch of money.
Hey, you remember like we were playing Remnant of the Ashes? You remember how I used to save my coins?
Yeah.
And he was like, man, why you save it like that? I was like, hey, man.
Yeah. See, that's a different kind of game because that game you were trying to save, but I was always saving us.
I don't know about all that. You definitely
Nah.
you had those moments, but saving us, I don't know about all that.
What I'm trying to say is I had some strong weapons.
You had some strong weapons.
They were powered up. But that's from understanding the game from that standpoint. But the game I'm talking about is, so now I still play the game now from time to time. I still play the same game, and my bank is stashed. My bank is good. I have a, huh?
What? What? Hold on. What's the name again?
Man, come on, man. Hey, come on, man.
Wait, is this an actual game or what?
Yeah.
What
do you mean?
What was the name of the game?
I can't tell you.
Is it because you don't want to say it online?
Online. Hey, man, what you want, man?
But we just want we want to know the name of the game, because if it's fun, I want to join in.
It's not fun for everyone else. It's just fun for me and some people. It's called RuneScape.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I used to go on there because I wanted money so much. I used to work for someone on there. Like
dang.
I would go and get him items so he can sell it for a higher price and he would pay me.
Dang, you was over there. You was over there
Yeah.
trying to get rich quick.
Yeah, he would
He
employ
was-
people. He would literally say, "Hey, I need a number of these items. Go and get them." He would do that to a number of people and then pay them a smaller amount, and then you give him the items.
This was a pyramid scheme within the game? Dang.
Yes, yes.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, over the course of time, I've understood that when you get money in that game, you don't spend it. You wait till you stack up a whole bunch of money, then you figure out something to do with the money.
Yeah, those games are kind of those games. It takes a lot of patience.
It does. It absolutely. That's the thing. So patience sometimes looks boring. Patience sometimes looks like you've been doing this for the longest time. What's the point? Um, but yeah, that game taught me to be a good steward of my money because uh, at the end of the day, I'm not looking at money as so serious anymore. I'm looking at money as if you save, if you just don't spend your money on things you don't need, you're gonna have so much of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be good.
You're gonna be
You're
good,
gonna
bro.
be good.
That's what people don't like. If they just understand that part, spending on what you need and saving for what you want, you'll
Right.
be straight. But
You'll
they
be straight, man.
but they spend on what they want and then save for what they don't need, or they spend on what they want and then don't have nothing to spend on what they need.
What they need. Exactly. Exactly. Bro, come on, man. If you live paycheck to paycheck, you're always wondering when your car, something's going to happen to your car.
You're always, bro.
You know?
And that's why you become a stiffler of like lending somebody money. Hey man, I need this by Friday, dog.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? That's where you get
Right.
those type of lenders. Yeah, man. And that's why people
Yep.
get hurt out here, because people really need their money back because
Mm-hmm.
them themselves are not in a good position to be comfortable giving somebody money.
Exactly.
Like-
Exactly.
Like, people should be in a position where if they lose $100 or lend $100, it shouldn't even be something that they sweating over, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but people sweating over $50, $5, $10, 15, 10, 20, because that's a sign that they don't spend their money well. Like they need money all the
Exactly.
time, just spending
Yeah.
money all the time. Like it's
Yeah.
just, I don't understand why people don't get it. It's simple.
It is simple. It is very simple. Sometimes the most simple things in life are the most boring things to do. Therefore, it's hard for people.
Yeah, I want to spend. I want to have fun, but you could have. Anyway, man, we could go into this so many different
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and if you go to a church, right? There's always tithing. There's this conversation about tithing, and tithing.
Oh
is
yeah,
a
I
good
forgot
thing
to add that. I also tithe first. Tithing is first. I don't even count tithe to be my paycheck or a part of it. I take it out quickly. It's gone.
Yep. It's tithe, and people say, why are you guys always giving to a church? Tithing is a great thing. First of all, that's the thing about money is you have to understand what the church does with the money. You have to, because if you're tithing to a church, it's not for God to be happy with you. It's to be given to the church to build up things that they're doing, the different programs that they're involved in, the different people that they give money to help out. If you needed help, hopefully your church would have money to be able to help you out for some time. And that comes from people tithing and giving and paying offering to the church. But there are some churches who will take that money and they will use it for their own personal gains. You know what I mean? There are no programs in the church. People aren't really getting helped out. None of that stuff.
Yep.
So tithing is good because it helps build up the church. Practically, literally, pragmatically, yes. So yes, tithing is always good. Giving is always generally good. I lived in DC for some time, so I know a lot about giving, and you come to find out that giving, you have to be careful whom you give to, because
That's
you could
another
be giving
thing,
to
too.
someone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be given to someone who's going to absolutely destroy the money for personal satisfaction, and then they're going to go right back where, if not worse, to the position that they were in. So, yep, being a good steward of your money is to be very smart with your money and not a spender. Don't be a spender with your money. Just don't be. Don't
Yeah.
spend.
Yeah, hey, and that's the moral of the story, man. If you have any disagreements with us or anything you agree with, or if you just have a comment, drop it down below, man. We would like to read it. We love the interaction. So interact with us, man. We always tell you guys, shoot that message to us. We will check it out and we'll respond.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our last segment of the show, our interactive segment, man. We got OGG. One's got to go for
Hey.
this segment, man. And this one's got to
La,
go
la, la.
is going to be movie genres. So one's got to go movie genre. This means you can never watch this genre ever in your lifetime again.
It's
It
gone.
is gone. It's gone. It don't exist anymore. But you knew it existed, but now it doesn't. So so yeah, we need to leave it in there so you know it hurts. Like you so you know you lost something. So
Yep.
so we have for movie genres, we have action.
Mm.
You know, a lot of good action movies, man. We talking
Can't live
about
without
Marvel.
that.
We talking about Marvel. We talking about Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
007, you know,
Yeah.
Fast 9, all that.
Family.
Yeah, family. You always gotta have family. Fantasy.
Okay.
You
Imagination. Okay.
Know, imagination.
Like that.
That's still Marvel. You know, that's still Marvel.
Yeah. True.
Sci-fi. You know, sci-fi. You know.
Science-based fiction.
Yeah.
It's always good for the mind.
Drama. A lot of good dramas out there.
Women.
Hey,
Women can't live without the drama.
can't live without
come on,
drama, man. I mean,
You're gonna kill off a whole species if you get rid of drama.
man, there's some really good shows that have that have drama.
Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
really good shows, man. Action,
Facts.
shoot, and then you have horror. Horror, man. Horror is that thrill that you get, of uncertainty of living or death. You know.
You know, horror gives us a sense of the spiritual world that usually people don't think about.
Exactly.
You know, so there's that too, and that's a big truth.
And there's been a lot of good horror films that I don't know, I just are staples now. You know, you got the Jason, you have the Michael Myers, you have the It, you know what I'm saying, the thrillers.
Yeah, it. Ooh, yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of good ones
Ooh.
that you know are big that if you are a horror fan you can enjoy. But
Man,
which one?
Something about it though. I wouldn't necessarily categorize it as straight up horror.
Yeah.
That movie's weird.
Yeah, it's like psychological thriller as well because
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So, which one of these 5 would I get rid of forever and ever and ever?
Ever. And you know it's gonna be gone too.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be horror for me, man. Now, let me explain why. You see, I don't think horror movies are made very well.
Oh,
think-
you did say this. You did say this before.
Yeah.
talking about?
I think horror movies are made horribly. Yeah, horror movies are made horribly. Yes. Because they try to use gimmicks to scare you. Have you ever seen that horror movie that there's not much sound? It's just straight story and they get in your head and now you're thinking about all the, that kind of creepy, that movie I'm talking about?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the girl. Yeah, who stuck out
yeah.
her head and yeah.
I would say those are like good ones.
Yeah, see? Those are good, but there's not many
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, the ones where like you don't know exactly what it is about the ones that make you think like, oh,
Yeah,
whoa,
bro.
what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? How's it?
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
Those are crazy, man. You end up anyway.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. The movie name is Hereditary.
That's right.
Hereditary.
And you had to remind me. Shoot.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Don't-
that movie
hey.
was something.
Don't be looking in corners at night.
Bro. See, why you saying it like you're not going to be looking in corners? at night?
I'll look at the corners right now as we talk.
Hey,
Oh,
but
shoot.
because there are not enough of good sound horror movies, a lot of them are just filled with blaring sounds and It's like, okay, relax. I know you're trying to scare me. I would get rid of that one forever. But yeah, you're right. I would be getting rid of a lot of good, like, messed up stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, and then look, you probably won't know what cause you know how some horror is like based on true stories.
Exactly.
Then you won't know the based on true stories when and you will be unaware. You get cut up if you go to you know Cleavesville or you know what I'm saying Long Island or whatever the heck happened at a certain location. You wouldn't have no idea. You over there thinking it's gonna be a good camp trip when that's where you're gonna get sliced and diced. Yeah. Don't remember, but oh yes, like about the horror, like then you won't be aware of what like the places are not to go to with the horror movies that are based on a true story.
Yeah.
You'll be unaware, and so you might think you're in a good spot, and you're in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a con about that.
You can't take out drama.
So you'll get rid of. Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, I would get rid of horror, man. It can just go bye-bye. I think we can get enough thrill from sci-fi and fantasy mixed with drama. Mm-hmm.
And shoot, that's the interesting one to get rid of because a lot of people don't like getting scared.
Facts.
A lot of people don't like getting scared, and I think I mean I don't like getting scared, but I like the thrill. You know what I'm saying? I like the thrill of something like uncertain happening.
Hey, we should
of what I'm watching.
We should watch Hereditary with our ladies one day.
It's gonna be
great.
Man, I watched it with Andrew, and he was like, "Nah, he can't watch this." Nah, he said he can't watch it because you remember when they was doing the ritual thing?
Ceremony. Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was enough for him to be like, "Nah, man, we got nah."
Freak.
He's scared of. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's scared of horror movies. So, hey, man, it is what it is.
Oh.
But which one will I get rid of, man? Man, I would probably say, dang. I would probably say sci-fi.
What? Now you crazy, man.
Yeah. Wait. Remind me. Sci-fi is like, the movies that are. What is sci-fi again?
Sci-fi is Doctor Strange.
Oh, really?
Sci-fi is like Morbius.
So then what's
Avengers?
Oh, science fiction.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Star Wars.
So that was fantasy. So that was fantasy then. What's
fantasy is something also like Star Wars.
Yeah, right?
Right? These sci-fi and fantasy kind of gonna intertwine almost.
Yeah, they kind of intertwine them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I know there's something distinct, but I don't know what that is right now.
Yeah.
Man, this is a little hard for me because I like all categories.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I probably might take off because action. You gotta have action. Action gotta be.
Yeah.
I gotta see somebody flip. I gotta see you, punch somebody. I want to see somebody, fly.
Yeah.
From an uppercut.
Yeah.
So man, I'm gonna have to get rid of horror, man, cause I like the thrill, but I don't like to be scared walking down the hallway.
Facts. Absolutely.
I don't want to feel like something's like in the corner or something like slip behind my neck. You ever felt something breathe on your neck from behind?
Hey, why are you touching my leg, man? Ah! Yeah.
Or like the back of your neck, like you feel like somebody trying to grab you, or like your arm or something. Like, oh shoot, your back.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm being about to be attacked. So yeah, maybe horror might have to go forever.
Or when you're laying in bed. Go ahead before you forget.
Yeah, because that'll give me some good night's sleep. Because I remember you told me about the thing you were tormented by.
Oh man,
that was demonic, bro.
Don't even.
I was demonic.
Man, let's not talk about that, man.
They don't want to have another bad night, guys. So we're gonna leave that alone. Hey, man, we want to know what you guys will let go, or which one you guys will drop off from this movie genre list. Drop it down in the comments, man. If you have the audio version, hey, throw it inside the comments as well. Or shoot us an email, holyduo2020@gmail.com.
Yeah.
All social media links is down below, man.
Yeah.
Do you got any more announcements?
Hey, man, just remember, we're just two guys having a conversation. You guys are just in on it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got something from it. If you did not,
This is a long one, too.
it was a long one. Yeah, episode 15. It's a good episode, man. Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Hey, man, so with that, man, you guys do what you do. Share this content. You like, subscribe, comment, follow, all that good stuff, man. It's EddyEd.
It's dialogue, folks.
And we're only holy
Because he is. And remember, faith don't come expensive.
It's free.
It's free. Peace.